What if the most dangerous villain isn't the strongest, but the one who can warp your reality? Beyond his top hats and tea parties, the Mad Hatter holds a chilling power over the mind. Join us as we unravel the twisted psychology behind this intelligent foe and discover what truly makes him tick. Forget everything you think you know about the Mad Hatter. He's not just a quirky, hat-obsessed lunatic. He's a master manipulator, a psychological enigma. We're about to dive deep into the rabbit hole of his motivations, exploring the dark depths of a villain who sees the world through a terrifyingly different lens. Have you ever wondered what truly breaks the mind? In the chaotic world of the Arkham Games, few villains are as perplexing as the Mad Hatter. Prepare to challenge your understanding of villainy as we dissect the intricate psychological framework of his unique character, revealing the hidden layers of his madness. Why is he so twisted? Is he truly mad, or is there a method to his madness rooted in psychology? We first got the Mad Hatter in Arkham Asylum, though he doesn't really make an appearance in the game, but there is a riddle with him and he has a profile. However, he was originally supposed to actually appear in the game in the boss fight with Poison Ivy, though they later chose to cut this idea and decided that it didn't fit the game. But Arkham City is when we really got to see his character for the first time in a side mission, beginning with Batman thinking he found the cure, taking it, but then passing out, waking up in a tea party with the Mad Hatter, getting offered tea with Mad Hatter saying he's his now, treating Batman however he'd like to fit the sick reality he imagines. But it shows us Batman hates the Mad Hatter. He tells him he hates him. Mad Hatter, trying to get to Batman, ends up getting up on the table and putting a hat over his head. Batman ending up in this warped reality where Mad Hatter's taken over his mind, which is such a dangerous thing for him to be able to do, but it's also so evil because he gains so much control over his victims and Batman in this moment, really justifying Batman's hate for him. Mad Hatter showing he's completely disconnected from reality. The reason Mad Hatter tried to take over his mind is since he wanted to use Batman to his advantage. If he had Batman under his control, he could be a very powerful tool in helping the Mad Hatter get what he wants. Though Mad Hatter saw this as making Batman a friend, once again showing how sick he is, how disconnected from reality he is. Sure, Batman would be doing things in his favor, he would have complete control over him, but he considers this a friend, even though he's taking control of him with his mind. When we see him appear next in Arkham Origins, once again he tries to take control over Batman, warping reality, welcoming him to Wonderland. Batman being in this world of complete insanity that's not reality. Takes him a while to find the Mad Hatter, but when he finally does, Mad Hatter's got a girl and he's threatening to harm her, who he thinks is Alice. Of course she isn't though, but she does look similar to the character. Batman manages to find a way, using a batarang, to take the Mad Hatter out, putting an end to Mad Hatter's twisted game, showing once again he's willing to do whatever it takes to get this reality he believes in, he believes is right. It's showing how disconnected he is from reality though. Like how he thought this girl was Alice, just since she happened to look similar to her. And he doesn't seem to understand what's right and wrong, even though most people would consider what he's doing terrible. He seems to think it's right, or that his way of doing things is how you're supposed to do it in reality, not understanding Batman's perspective, stuck within his own. Plus, with him being so intelligent in some ways, he's able to be so effective. In Arkham Knight, he takes hostages. When Batman finds them, they're all dressed to fit the Alice in Wonderland characters, to fit his twisted reality or fantasy. Even ends up trying to take control of Batman's mind once again. He's so good at manipulating though, the way he phrases things involved within his sick fantasy or from Alice in Wonderland. Batman manages to stop him, but Mad Hatter's upset. he thought he had Batman, saying, "Don't you see? You're mad, you're just like me." Batman saying he'll never be like him. I can see Batman's point in how what Mad Hatter's doing is disconnected from everyone else, also being considered evil. But technically speaking, Mad Hatter may have a point. Batman has his beliefs of what's good and bad, of what's right to do. Even if Mad Hatter's doesn't fit with Batman's and everybody else's, Mad Hatter may believe that what you believe and the way you see things depends on the way you make it, what you're programmed into believing. As evil as Mad Hatter is, he was able to get into the mind of Batman. Had Batman seeing this insane reality, but since it doesn't go with Batman's beliefs and the way he chooses to live, he dismisses it as wrong. I'm not saying Mad Hatter's twisted reality is right. Everyone can be crazy, is capable of seeing things the way he does, so it makes no sense to go against him. Not understanding everyone else's reality, though, because he really believes in what he's doing. Even by Arkham Knight, he's still going with it, trying to make things fit his fantasy, his reality. He's stuck within his own insanity, only considering himself and what he wants. Stuck within a reality where he never considers and is open-minded to other possibilities. He enjoys doing evil. A lot of the things he chooses to do, decides to do, what is it actually? An act involving doing something evil that's causing harm or hurting others. Mix that with being someone who controls people's minds so well, he's a huge threat. Him being so unusual and having these tactics to take over people's minds is so dangerous. You could say he's really making reality what he believes just by taking control of other people's minds. He goes on to do some really sick things, but just because he doesn't see them as wrong or he thinks they're justified, he does them. He's too selfish though. If he cared more about others and understood others better, he'd be able to maybe have a chance to become better. But no, he completely has no understanding of social norms and doesn't know what to properly consider when interacting with others, to the point where he's gotten lost in his own madness, but also just showing how evil he is, once again justifying Batman's hatred for him. Because he's trapped within this reality where he only does things for his own benefit. He can't understand why others don't give in, listen to him. He expects things to go right. He wants things to go in his favor. He just sees it as a good thing. He'll get what he wants, but doesn't even consider what others are thinking or how others are feeling. Is he truly mad? Yes, he is. He's completely out of touch with reality and doesn't know how to take everything into account. But is there a method to his madness rooted in psychology? Yes, there is. I believe he's lost within his own madness. But the method is doing what he thinks is right, doing what's going to benefit him, get what he wants, help him be successful and win, make everything fit his reality. He's had an impact on Gotham though. Because of just how mad he is, he'll harm the citizens of Gotham and has done so. I believe the Mad Hatter is much more dangerous than many might think at first though. It seems like there's a missing key. It seems if he had just the right person helping him, he'd be successful, and he knows that. That's why he was so serious about taking over Batman's mind. If he has the right pawns, the right slaves, he'll be so powerful, nearly unstoppable. I can also see what stops him from being good. He's stuck within the madness, missing the key to understanding others, which makes him a lost cause, making him hopeless, making him stuck within the madness forever. So Batman hating him is just Batman understanding there's no hope for the Mad Hatter, and that Jervis will only be a problem forever, causing so much evil, and he's so close to becoming such a dangerous threat that Batman wants to prevent and knows will be so evil. You could kind of consider him truly mad because he's stuck within his own madness. But there is a method to his madness rooted in psychology. The point is that he's stuck in his madness, missing the key to escape it, missing the understanding he needs. And he'll never be able to figure it out because the madness he's trapped within won't allow him to ever consider that, which is gonna make him go on to do evil for as long as he lives. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is the Mad Hatter a good villain? Does he have potential to be extremely dangerous? Do you think it makes sense why Batman hates him so much? Do you think there's any hope left for him? Could he possibly become good? Or is he too far gone? What do you think would happen if he took full control of Batman for good? Guys, remember to subscribe and to turn on notifications. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another Cosmic Chaos video. Bye!